Let's talk about the new YouTube guitar brand today, shall we? What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name is Xander, Raymond Charles, and I'm really excited to make this video because it is some breaking news, I would say. Now, the news itself isn't new today, so that part... Can't you tell I do this for a living? What I'm trying to say is okay, Ethos Guitars. You guys ever heard that brand yet? Well, in case you haven't, here it is. Ethos Guitars is a brand new company started by a guitar player and a YouTuber by the name of Dean Lamb. Now, this is not necessarily news right now. This was announced several months ago, and it was right after Dean Lamb left Kiesel Guitars. And Dean is a phenomenal player. He plays in the band Archspire, and he's a very reputable name and presence in the metal guitar community, okay? Him leaving Kiesel Guitars was a big deal at the time, and there's always rumors and there's always drama, and you just never know the real reason. And come to find out, the reason why he left is he wanted to try to do something different, and that thing that was different was in fact starting his own guitar company with a friend of his called Ethos Guitars. So that is review. But the reason why I'm making this video today is, one, I've never talked about this on the channel, and two, we are finally able to see some mock-ups and some samples and, dare I say, prototypes of what Ethos Guitars is up to. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this new guitar brand. And with that being said, this is what I know so far, and this is what we all know in the community, okay? So a couple days ago, Dean Lamb made a video saying, we made our first guitar. And I watched it, and I was obviously incredibly curious, and I just wanted to just see what, exactly what they've been up to, right? Because anytime a YouTuber does something as big and, dare I say, risky as this, I'm always invested and I'm always curious as to what's going on. And I'll make it a point to say this right now in this video. I am always inspired by individuals who do something similar to me, that is, play guitar and do YouTube. I get so inspired to see somebody take a chance, take a risk in life, bet on themselves, and try to go for something, try to chase their dreams, accomplish something that very few people in the world do. And creating your own business in the guitar market is a very small niche thing that anybody has the guts to do. So whether or not I personally like Ethos Guitars, first and foremost, I have no idea. They're not even really a thing yet. But regardless of what my opinions are, I absolutely respect the hustle, the drive, the determination, the motivation, the inner, needing to do something more with my life. I love that Dean Lamb and his partner, I think his name's Greg, are striving for this. I think it's so cool, man. That pumps me up. That inspires me. That motivates me. And we all can take something from this story. It's very easy to get stuck in a rut in life as an adult and just kind of do the same thing, punch in, punch out, 9 to 5, and then just do nothing with your life, and that's it. That's your life. But going for something and striving for something, whether it's a personal small victory or something grand like starting a business, trying to always better yourself is something I respect and I'm very much on board with, and I love that for Dean and Ethos Guitars. So I just want to make that a point. Seeing this news story and this journey unfold in real time, more or less, motivates me so much so. So in the video titled, we built our first guitar, Ethos Guitars. I highly recommend you guys go over to Dean's channel, check it out, go subscribe, go support, what he's doing over there. But it's basically a recap of him going to Montreal, Canada, where these guitars are made, and just kind of, give him a behind the scenes look at what's going on with Ethos and a progress report, more or less. So I certainly don't want to just rehash his video, but again, go check it out, go support him. But I will be able to make my own assumptions and infer some things of what's going on. And there's enough going on in this company to where I can start to form my own opinion. Not to mention there was also an Instagram post where the first Ethos guitar was more or less done. And it's a really kind of funny, wholesome video where I believe Greg has his first new child, and it's being overshadowed by the guitar, and it's cool, it's funny, it's tongue in cheek, and I love that type of marketing. So now I don't necessarily know what Ethos has in mind in terms of specs, strings and stuff like that. We can assume it would be what everybody else does, 6, 7s, and maybe 8s, right? But so far, to the best of my knowledge and to the best of my research, I guess we'll say, we were only seeing 7-string so far. So I believe the first model is called the BFG7. So it's a 7-string, and taking a look at some of the screenshots that I'll put up here on this video, it looks very much like what you would expect from Dean Lamb and his company. It looks like a metal machine, right? Taking a look at the headstock, it kind of looks like a mayonnaise or like some kind of off Schecter or a comparison. It definitely has that vibe to it, right? And now the first mock-up is just a black stained 7-string. It's a wood stain. We have some grain finish in there, and it looks really sharp, man. It looks really nice. It looks cool. And for metal players, like, this is everybody's bread and butter, right? And taking a look at the mock-up, we just have a selector switch and a volume knob. Again, very on brand. And I'm not saying like this is what Ethos is only going to do. It's a sample. It's a mock-up. It's the first one, right? So the options, for all intents and purposes, are limitless. And I'm not naive to the fact that like I shouldn't judge based off of one sample, right? So, you know, we'll see in time what actually this company has to offer to the public. But for right now, doing a safe metal guitar as a mock-up, as a sample, makes so much sense. And like, I would be surprised if they tried to do anything else, right? I'm personally really curious about the next step in terms of like, okay, what are these going to cost? What are the definitive specs? What are, you know, the scale lengths, the amount of strings we have to offer? What type of pickups are going to come stock? Like all these questions, I'm really, really curious. Are they only going to be bolt-ons? I love bolt-on guitars. Those are my favorite types of guitars. And I've said it a lot of times on this channel, most often bolt-ons are more affordable for whatever reason. And for that, I'm on board with. Are they only going to be made in Canada? Are they going to go overseas? Are they going to be just like high-end, like custom shop, boutique types of guitars? Like, what are Ethos guitars? What are they? What is Ethos guitars as a brand, right? So it's really, really interesting, man. So first impressions, this makes a lot of sense. This one mock-up, it's really cool. It's very much on brand with, you know, Dean and his aesthetic and his style. And like, that makes so much sense. I'm just really curious again of like, okay, what's next? What's the next evolution in this mock-up? But again, man, it's just cool. No matter what my opinions are, like, I guess my overall opinion is like, I'm stoked and I'm positive, but I'm eager to see more, right? So like, that's my overall conclusion and opinion. But again, just so we're clear, no matter what I personally think, whether I like something or dislike something, it is completely irrelevant. What's the big takeaway and what I want to just make sure I convey in this video right here is like, no matter what you think about these guitars, respect the hustle, respect the motivation and the determination to strive for something more. Everybody starts somewhere. You know, I started with a hope and a dream and a camera, right? And now I'm in my career. I'm like in the midst of it. So seeing somebody like Dean or Rob Chapman or Ola England, you know, or anybody else that's like doing something like this, giving back to the community, offering more with their platform, with their overall like stamp on the guitar community, that's so inspiring. And I'm so stoked and proud of these individuals and happy for them, man. And also, too, when the time comes, I'm heavily interested in trying one for myself because, you know, who wouldn't want to try them out, right? Who knows? Maybe I'll be like an Ethos exclusive guitar player down the road. You have no idea, man. Maybe I won't like them at all. But, like, regardless, man, I'm just really excited, really stoked, and I can't wait to see the next evolution and the journey with Ethos guitars. So, yeah, dude, wrap it up right now. Congrats to Dean. Congrats to his partner, Greg. It's just cool, man. Really proud of anybody who wants to strive for more. And so far, so good, right? All right, everybody, what do you guys think of my thoughts and opinions? What do you guys think of these guitars? I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say. I've said it a million times in this video, they look like metal guitars, so that makes sense. Are you looking forward to seeing more? Obviously, I would assume, right? What are you looking to see, if anything? Do you guys like these guitars so far? Do you like the idea? You know, leave all your thoughts and opinions down below, and we'll talk all things Ethos guitars, okay? I love you guys so much. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Later.